Hey everybody, it's Jeremy and Becky. It has been a while since we've given you an update on things that are going on with Joey. So we wanted to take a few minutes to do that. Becky is the one that interacts with the oncologists and doctors and all that kind of stuff. So I thought it'd be great for you to hear from her, because I basically don't know what I'm talking about.
Thank you guys, first of all, for all the prayers. It means so much. The notes, such an encouragement. We had his second bone marrow biopsy about 6 weeks ago, as many of you knew, and we're praying. We got those results, and Mayo Clinic weighed in as well. And we feel like our oncologists, hematologists, and the team at TC Thompson's Children have been amazing. They really have gone over and above. We've also gone through rounds with infectious disease specialists months ago as well. So I feel like they've been very thorough. Everything is tested negative. They did say that, so that's good in some ways, that there's no cancer still. His cells are very healthy and not breaking down. There's just not enough of them. And they just said it's really just a rare disease of white blood cells and bone marrow hypocellularity.
So his first bone marrow biopsy they did in October, we had, a third of the white blood?
28% about, yeah.
Okay, so that's a third.
Sorry.
And then this one that we had in February, it bumped up to 50%, but still is not where it needs to be or good.
And that percentage, you might say, oh, it's getting better, and it is a better percentage, and we're thankful, but he's been taking injections that boost the white blood count, that help the fevers go away, so it's not a constant daily fight with fevers, which we're grateful. So much of that boost in white cells and to the 50% is because of that. It's still, though, even with that drug, not where it needs to be, and still a big problem. Also, there's side effects with this drug, as many of you all know in the drug world there are. What's hard, though, is just doesn't make a great quality of life for Joey, because while he doesn't have fevers every day, he just has constant pain, and that pain can range to like an 8 to a 10, where he can barely walk, to a little lower, like a 5, but it's still constant pain, and certainly not running and riding his bike and playing soccer like before. So very heartbreaking, and we're not wanting to stop here with the answers just because of that treatment. We don't feel like really solves our problem. So the next step, and the oncologists agree, the next step is a referral to a research hospital that just has more arms into the research community. We got that news this week that the referral went through to Atlanta, the Children's Hospital of Atlanta hub.
So it took about 5 weeks for our group of doctors to kind of play the insurance game and go back and forth and get it approved to where even the hospital or the doctor's office would even talk to us. So that happened this past week. Becky also went down with Joey to our oncologist group, just had a check-in, and that's an hour to 3 hours later is when you got word from Atlanta Children's.
Yep.
So why don't you share next steps with that?
Yeah, so they've assigned us, after looking at all of his tests that were forwarded from our doctors here, they assigned us to their specialist there that they felt was the best fit in the bone marrow specialist blood disease world. So we have her name, and we are just gonna be having an appointment in middle of May. Though the referral did go through and was approved by our insurance, we're still waiting to hear if it's in network. So we're hopeful, and then not sure exactly next steps if we're not. So just be praying for favor. And anyway, I probably will hear the next week or so. We're keeping that appointment though, May 19th. So y'all can be praying, mark your calendars and be praying, and we'll update you if anything changes, for just better answers. And that also beyond that, we're just still praying for healing and hopeful, because we just would love for him to return to everyday life, as you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
A lot of you have reached out and asked, like, how can I help? Do y'all need meals? Do you need this, that? I would just say be dependent upon the Holy Spirit of what He leads you to do. Some people have asked how they can give financially. A friend of ours, the Nichols in Texas, put together a GoFundMe page. We'll link that here if the Lord leads you to give money in order, as we figure out all this stuff with going to Atlanta and the cost and everything like that. Many of you have already given and been generous, and we are we have been blown away, not just by generosity. Our church community has just been amazing in walking with us, praying with us, and it has really undone a lot of church hurt that we've had in the past. And so the Lord, it's not all doom and gloom. Yeah, it's really hard, but the Lord has shown us that He is with us, that He is for us. And when we can't, when we say, like, Lord, I believe, help my unbelief, we've got other people that are, just loving on us and caring for us. It's been hell. The past 6 weeks have been really rough for our crew. So just continue to pray for our entire family. Pray for me, pray for Becky, pray for Isabella and Sophia and Joey, and then our extended family that's sitting here watching and wishing that they could do something, but they can't really do anything. We so appreciate your prayers. We appreciate the random texts of encouragement, the lasagnas. We're really grateful for the way that the Lord has comforted us through other people. So keep praying, and we'll keep you updated.